Hey, everybody keep an eye on their handbags and their clothes and everything else with Nick Prugo in the next room, man. You don't want to see him walk out with something.
I thought you meant because I'm Mexican.
Nope. It's our
Didn't
guest
even think
coming
about
up.
that.
Okay.
It's our guest coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. He's one of the real-life people portrayed in the new film in theaters called The Bling Ring. He used to break in people's houses and steal stuff. Did the time in jail. Is going to be on today to tell us all about it. Hey, Mike Catherwood from Loveline.
How are you?
How did this thing happen?
Honestly, as organically, and I was as shocked by it as you guys are.
Okay, that's step one of why I don't buy it.
Okay.
Because it's not like this person to reach out and be aggressive in
Not at
any
all.
way whatsoever.
Not at all.
Explain to the listeners what happened.
What was the topic you and Drew were talking about?
On the open forum on Sunday night's show, this last Sunday, we were talking about sexual fetishes and the things that you wish you could check off your sexual bucket list.
Right.
Okay. And we were taking calls that really ran the gamut.
Of course.
And the break was over. And at the commercial break, our phone screener, Krista, comes in and says, Rodney Bingenheimer's on the phone, and he really wants to let you know what he wants to check off his bucket. And I said, F you. That's not true.
Right.
And she's like, no, it really is him. So I'm like, well, there's no chance Ralph's up this late. So let me go.
It must be the real guy.
And I get on the phone, and I start, and it's without question, it's the real one because he starts talking about.
buy it.
Okay, now let me stop you right there.
Dumb.
Let me stop you right there just to remind people who don't know who Rodney Bingenheimer is. He has been on K-Rock for 30 years. He does a late-night, Sunday night new music show. He's a broadcasting legend, but he's a little bit of an odd person. And you're right, Kevin. He's not the type of person who would call into Loveline. That's the only reason you don't believe it?
That's part of why I don't believe it. But then he's so aggressive with his.
I agree.
With his conversation, which to me again doesn't sound like him. It sounds like somebody's doing a great impression of him. Well, let's play it.
Okay.
And people can make up their own minds. This is from Loveline this past Sunday night.
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Dr. Drew.
Rodney?
I have the ultimate bucket list, and this has been my dream. The ultimate. My bucket list is to make it with 2 twin girls.
Really?
Twins.
Yes.
Can you imagine twins?
I can. I used to
like
date.
identical twins.
Yes, I always had that dream.
And what is there any twins like that maybe we know about that you've ever kind of like maybe the Olsen twins or any?
That would be something.
That would be something. That would be
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You're
They're
very.
going to be identical.
They have to be identical. Okay. Have you ever tried to just have a young lady and put like a mirror next to her?
I have done that before.
You have. Okay. Good. And how do you look in the mirror? The 6-pack abs? Anything?
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, you're a very powerful and handsome guy.
Oh.
I shouldn't imagine that you've had too much trouble kind of experiencing all your sexual dreams.
I've had most of them, but not twins. Nothing can top twins.
I agree. I do believe that that is something that would be very alluring to most men. Do you ever watch the movie Twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger and think to yourself, well, this will have to do for now?
Yeah, I'm the Danny DeVito character.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, it's 1,000% the real Rodney. There's no question about that. It's absolutely Rodney. And second of all, isn't it kind of weird that you want to have sex with sisters who are now kind of having sex in the same room as each other?
No way. That's the ultimate.
Oh,
That'd be the best.
Rodney's here? What happened?
Twins. Nothing could top twins. That's the ultimate.
Don't you think that caller was too sharp for Rodney?
Why are you talking about me like I'm not in the room? That caller, it's me.
You sounded different, Rodney. You sounded a little more on it than normal. Usually you're...
I'm a night owl. That's when I come
laid
alive.
back.
Twins.
Twins.
Mike, you've got a pretty good BS detector. You have no doubt in your mind it was Rodney Bingenheimer, right?
Right. That was Godhead with twins.
What? I have absolutely zero doubt. And the reason, what really sealed it for me was that he went on to plug all the new music he's going to play on the show after Loveline.
Which is,
really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations to
Brian
whoever that
Wilson
was.
coming up next, Brian Wilson. One night I had a sleepover with Nelson. That's about as close as I got to my bucket list.
What about the Thompson twins?
Thompson twins. I was so disappointed. They're not even related.
Twins.
They're not identical or anything.
Tell me about you having sex while looking at yourself in a mirror that you talked about on that call,
That's
too.
the best. I put a mirror next to a girl,
It's never
and I
happened.
pretend she's a twin.
You've never
I
done that.
pretend I'm a twin.
That was a stupid
It's like
joke.
dead ringers. a David Cronenberg film about the murderous.
Good reference.
Rodney, who's
murderous gynecologist?
Right, we saw that one.
Have you ever made someone airtight with your own reflection, Rodney?
Yeah, I have that in an inflatable inner tube from like a pool. And Mike Nesmith's hat from the Monkees. I use that too.
Who's your favorite professional baseball team? Do you have one?
Twins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Minnesota. Used to be the Brewers.
Rodney, did you not remember that Psycho Mike physically assaulted you outside of the fence?
No one really remembers that.
That was him?
Mike threw you up against the fence.
Well, wait a minute. Now it's all coming back to me.
And kicked the shopping cart over.
He thought you were a homeless guy.
Twins.
Threw you up against the fence.
Well, I'm glad you two have made up and are friends now.
It was such an honor talking to you on Loveline the other night,
Thanks
Rodney.
for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you to Dr. Phil and everyone else on the show. It's just the best show.
What are you going to be playing coming up?
Coming up next, I've got new music from Terrence Trent D'Arby. He's back. Better than ever. His new song, Twin.